Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to create an escrow letter. The escrow letter is an important process in a transaction. You can have escrow letters for your sales transactions or for your lease transactions. In this case, we're going to talk about the sales. But the fact is that how you're going to create it is exactly the same for both. So let's start by what is important. As you can see right now, I'm in my Documents tab. Okay, so here you can see a list of documents that I have for this specific transaction. I have created for this new transaction and this year the escrow letter which has the 2020 number next to it. So if you find that when you open your transaction that document is not there, it's very easy to find, and I'm going to show you how. So if you don't have an escrow letter on your documents under your transaction, you just have to go to the action button on the right top of the screen and go to add a form. Once you're in the form library, you're just going to type escrow and you're going to see a bunch of one. And then you're going to pick accordingly. So if you have a lease or a sales, the one you need, and you're going to basically click and do add. So as you can see right now, I have two. So I'm going to keep the latest one. So I'm going to archive the other one so we don't get confused. So once I have my escrow letter, right, I'm going to click on the document and I want to say something that will repeat itself in many documents. You have all these fields. When you find a field in your transaction or your document that has a red box, that means that that information is being pulled out of your tab section on the top of your transaction. Is here on the very top is all the information that you will see. So right now, we are in the documents folder. You have the people's folder, which will have every person that is involved in this transaction. The people's folder, the people's tab is important for many reasons. Here is where you put yourself and you will put the other agent's name and office. You will also have other vendors. In this case, it's very important that all Optimer transactions have Miriam as a transactions coordinator added. Okay, so if you have not find her name, you just need to come here and add a vendor, okay? And then once you click on add a vendor, you will type here all the way to the bottom, transaction coordinator, and you will be able to find her. In this case, since I already have her, it's giving me an error. But if you don't have her, this information in red will not show up and you just need to save. Now that we have Miriam, we have me, and for the purpose of the escrow letter, we don't need the other agent, but you should fill all this out. We're going to have the buyer, which is Bell, and the seller, which is Aladdin, okay? So once we have all the people in the transactions, we're going to go to property. Property, you have many ways of filling it. Either you put the MLS number and you fetch the information from the MLS, which will auto-populate all the fields, or if the property is not in the MLS, you just need to add the address, city, state, zip code, and the county. The legal description can be found through the tax record and you will be able to copy and paste it here. So I already have it, so I just need to click on save. The next tab that you need, especially for the escrow letter, is this part of the transaction. So here, for the purposes of this, I'm just going to mention my escrow amount, which is $2,000, and I'm going to put it where it says escrow amount. Once I have it there, I'm going to save. So now is the moment in which I need to actually get my escrow letter ready. So I will go back to documents, click on my escrow letter, now that I have all my tabs filled in, and I will want to see how my escrow letter is looking. So the only thing that I need to do is click on the preview button mode, and this will allow me to see my seller, Aladdin, my buyer, Bell, the address, which as you can see is not here, and the amount. So I need to add the address. So let's see how I do that. So I have to, first of all, to be able to edit this escrow letter, I need to get out of my preview mode. For that, I need to click here. And now, this is a little glimpse on the system. I don't have this. I will upload a new, but for now, I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm going to add a text box. I'm going to bring it back here. And I'm going to just type 1000 Brickell Avenue. and I'm going to save. So now my escrow letter is perfect. If I go to preview mode, I will be able to say that I have seller, the buyer, or could be the landlord or the tenant, the address, and the amount. So the only thing missing now is exactly the signature of transactions. So I'm going to go back, save it out of preview, and go to my transaction. So to get it signed, I just need to go to where my documents are, go to actions, and request signature. Once I request signature, I will look for transactions coordinator. And the only document the transactions coordinator can sign is the escrow letter. So I need to click on the escrow letter and basically submit it for signing. Now, once I do that, I just need to wait, which the system will notify me in my inbox when transactions have signed my escrow letter. So when that happens, I will receive an email saying that that transaction, that document was signed. Sometimes the delay, it depends on, first, if transactions is doing something else, but in the day, or at least in 24 hours, my escrow letter should be signed. And as you can see, now my escrow letter says signature request because I have requested that signature. So if I go to check on my emails, I can see that it says that this is the email that I just received, informing me that my transaction has been signed. So if I click here, I will go directly to the transaction. And now I can see that the escrow letter is signed. If I go and open the document, my escrow letter is ready. So the only thing that I need to do now is go back to here, find my escrow letter, and download it and send it to the other agent. This is a very simple way for you to have your escrow letter. So you have to have, let me repeat, all your tabs, people, property, and financials filled in, so you can basically have all the data going to your escrow letter, and from there going to action, requesting a signature, and sending it to transactions for it to be signed. Once it's signed, you'll receive it, you will go to operations, you will go to download the form, and you will send it via email to the other agent side. I hope this video was very helpful, and I will see you on the next. Thank you.